What up? Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Even though this was a holiday weekend, there was plenty of news out there all week. There's news from Jordan, from Google, and Activision. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is In Case You Missed It.
I didn't have time to think of a theme song because of Thanksgiving.
Then this is In Case You Missed It.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's start with the sneakers. Though there is no official information out there, it has been all but confirmed that there will be 2 Air Jordan 11s dropping this Christmas. The Legend Blue, which you have probably seen 1,000 times already, and the Gift of Flight pair that comes in a pack with the Jordan 29. Now, the Gift of Flight pack is scheduled to release on the 23rd and is rumored to cost you $500. If you are a fan of Call of Duty, Activision released some crazy stats about the game this week, such as since 2010, the Call of Duty franchise has had 125 million total players. In the first 7 days, 5 million hours of Advanced Warfare were watched over on Twitch.com. That basically breaks down to 623 years. In the first 2 weeks, 16.1 billion total boost jumps. That's equivalent to more than 230 trips to the moon from Earth. And just as a fun fact, mankind has only been to the moon 9 times. Basically, I'm trying to tell you that the game is really popular and I happen to really suck, but whatever. If you fly one of those drones like the Phantom, you may be required to get a pilot's license. According to some reports, the FAA is thinking about changing the rules and will require commercial drone operators to have a pilot's license and restrict flight time to the daylight hours. The new rules will also limit flights to the pilot's line of sight at an altitude of only 400 feet. Now, there's no need to panic because this is all based on reports on the Wall Street Journal, but it is something to keep your eye on because it may happen in the next few years. On the Google front, if you use the Chromecast on your TV, the system was just updated to include Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, and Sesame Street Go. It already has stuff like HBO, Netflix, and Hulu Plus, but these last 3 make 53 total channels, so to speak, and it makes it that much better, especially if you like Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert like I do. Now, if you've been looking for a cell phone, Motorola is having a Cyber Monday deal, which you should definitely check out for on the Motorola X, which is a pretty good cell phone. Now, according to The Verge, it's one of the best phones you can buy, and it's unlocked, and it's $140 off the regular price. That means it's $359 for 16 gigabytes and $409 for 32. Now, if you compare that to the price of an unlocked iPhone 6, which is $649, you definitely see the benefit there. And last but not least, new images of the Air Jordan 11 Legend Blue surfaced, and the shoe looks really nice. The white upper mixes patent leather and the Kadura mesh, while Legend Blue takes hold of the branding and on the translucent outsole. The last details are the black writing on the tongue and the black liner. You can look for official photos to release in the future, but for now, this is probably going to be the best look you're going to get yet. Remember, these release on December 20th for $200. Well, that does it for this week. If there is any news that you think I missed, definitely let me know right down in the comments. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, because it definitely makes a big difference when you do it. I am your host, Jacques Slade, and this is In Case You Missed It, and as always, I appreciate you. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you soon. Peace. We have the hyperposit panels here that goes all the way around. It goes from the midfoot all the way over to the heel, and it goes up towards the ankle. Definitely keeps you locked in, but I wouldn't say it's as good as the Kobe's. But again, this is just from a wear test, so don't take that as gospel.